Welcome back everybody to Delhi. This is part 2 of Cemetery Mary, or at least the route that I was going down. If you have not watched part 1, go watch part 1. What are you doing? This should be obvious. Go watch it. It's a good game. Why are you here if you haven't watched part 1? But anyway, awesome game. So let's just get right into it. That's fine. I'm sure I'll be able to finish at least one route. It's been a few days since that night. When Crovin got up the morning after it, he had a humongous hangover. He was stuck home with me because, well, there was no way I was letting him out when he seemed so sick. I remind him not to drink so much. It wasn't healthy for him. He didn't really seem to care though. Twyla has been texting me too. I haven't really seen her in person since seeing her at the club, but she texts me often. Sometimes we'll agree to meet up somewhere, but something always seems to get in the way, so we haven't been able to yet. Oh yeah, let's go back to the murders. We haven't even talked about that in like 20 hours. I feel bad though. She texts me updates a lot of things she's wondering about. Weapons, methods, potential victims. But I oftentimes don't know what to say in return or ever really have anything to show her. I've been wondering if I should start investigating on my own as to not let her down. But she seems so confident in what she's doing. I wouldn't even know where to start. And don't even know how I would start anyways. So for now, I've just been staying home. It's been raining a lot too, so it's not the most apt time to be outside anyway. But even though I haven't left the house in a while, I've been able to stay entertained. What, with a drunk cousin? I bet he's funny. I started reading the book that Crovin had won me in the crane machine. When I saw the title, How to Talk to Ghosts, I figured it was, well, figurative. I thought it would be some spooky story with a clever title, but to my surprise, it is written as more of an instructional guide. It is very interesting read. And I'm curious as how they got all this information anyways. As previously mentioned, ghosts exist on a different plane of existence. That much is obvious. Yet they can communicate with us despite their beings existing on separate layers from ours. We see them time and time again, their attempts to reach us. Perhaps it is because they are angry, perhaps it is because they are lonely. Does each ghost exist on their own, or do spirits share a realm with each other, expanding and everlasting? Is there a heaven? Is there a hell? Or is there only purgatory stretching for miles beyond what we can comprehend? These are questions I cannot yet answer, for if I could, I wouldn't be here writing this right now, would I? But there is a question I have been able to answer. Since ghosts can make contact with us, I often wondered, could we contact them? Sure, you've heard of sidekicks and mediums and whatnot, but that is only half of what I'm talking about. Being born with the innate ability is a factor, of course, but I want to delve deeper into that. Despite where they may exist, they can clearly affect things in our realm. They can reach us, and like one-way glass, I know they can see us. But what if we could see them? Is it not enough to hear them? I wanted to see them, to travel to where they were. I believe that when you die, perhaps your soul can become unrestricted. What if we can accomplish the opposite? What if a living being had the ability to unrestrict itself before death? God, girl, oh no, I missed that. Can I see what it says? Okay, perhaps this sounds like crazy talk, but you will find that I successfully. Okay. Oh, my phone is ringing. Yeah, no. Mary's voice. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's not that hard to do, but it's hard to do for 1 hour and 40 minutes. Hello? Yo, where are you? Huh? What do you mean? I'm at home. What? Well, that's lame. I thought you'd be out by the cemetery by now. That's kind of your thing, right? Well, I mean, it's raining, no? Nah, just a little cloudy out. Besides, I was gonna be heading there, so I thought we'd meet up with you or something. Then we could, like, get lunch or dinner or whatever later. I don't know. That sound good to you? Oh, well, I can leave now if you'd like. Yeah, come on. I should be there by the time you get here. So don't keep me waiting long. I love this little guy. I love this Crovin. He's a nice character. Well, looks like I wouldn't be stuck at home all day after all. I put down my book and made sure the fire was completely out before going to meet with Crovin. I felt so surprised, but it was nice to see that he wanted to spend more time with me. I hoped that this would continue, and when my parents come back, maybe everything will start feeling a bit more normal again. Ah! I hopped off the bus, arriving in town again. It was very cloudy, but the air didn't feel moist at all. Maybe the rainy weather would finally take a break. I made my way over to the cemetery once again. I hoped that I didn't keep Crovin waiting too long. But I was a bit surprised when I arrived. Oh, look who it is. Why she stand like that? She's so like... I love her. Hey, you made it. Mars? Oh, yes, I'm here. Crovin's other friends were here too. Why were we waiting for her again? We already know how to get where we want. Hey, chill out. Mary loves this place. I figured if we were gonna be here anyway, we might as well invite her. Well, we're all here. Let's go. So we're going into the cemetery. We all stepped through the cemetery gates. Theodore and Zapara kinda walked ahead, but I pulled Crovin to the side and had him walk a bit behind me. Huh? Something wrong? I'm sorry, Crovin, but when you invited me to hang out, I thought it was just gonna be the two of us. Oh, I see. But this is still cool, right? I mean, you like them, don't you? But, seriously? I don't know. Oh, come on, Mars, they're not that bad. Did they even like me that much? Yeah, sure they do. Is this about their scary Mary comments? Yes, it is. Yeah, I thought so. But hey, they're not like that. Promise, you just met them in the wrong environment. That's all. It'll be fine. All right. We started to walk closer to the other two again. Hehe, Zapara. I know the cemetery like the back of my own hand, but I wasn't sure exactly where we were going. Or rather, I didn't know where they were going. So, do you guys come here often? I spend a lot of time here and all, but I can't say I remember seeing you guys here before. No, not really. It's not quite our vibe, but it's good for a few things every now and then. Oh. Are we here to visit someone then? Ha! As if you'd never catch me here looking like some overwatered pansy. Even when I'm dead. Oh, then why are we here? Ah, there it is. I watched as Theodore approach one of the old trees near a usually forgotten corner of the cemetery. There's not a lot of graves here. At least not yet. And this tree doesn't provide much shade compared to the others. I watched as Theodore stuck his hand into a hole in the tree. I feel like I know where this is going, and it's about to annoy me. I always figured that squirrels and birds lived in those, so I never went out of my way to bother them. But when I saw what Theodore pulled out, I was very upset, to say the least. What is that? What's in there? What, this? It's just the good stuff. Yeah, I figured this is where we're going. Or, well, glad stuff, if you want to get technical. Just needed somewhere to hide it that wasn't home for a while. You know how cops and landlords can be, right? And so you hid it here? How dare you? What's the problem? Not like anyone ever comes here anyway. I do! You can't just hide this junk here. Especially junk like that. What do you think this place is? This isn't just some park or stretch of woods. This is a cemetery! Oh god. That doesn't belong here. There's families here. What are you doing with that? I mean, I think we know what he's doing with that. That doesn't belong here. You just couldn't find some other place to hide it. Is that it? If I hadn't known this was here, I never would have let it stay. How could you even think to do something so disrespectful? This is someone's final resting place. How dare you try and taint it? Disrespect it. Treat it this way. Yo, Mars. Maybe you want to chill the heck out a little bit? Isn't that big of a deal? How could you say that? How would you feel if someone came into your home and just started wrecking everything? I bet you didn't even think to learn a single name in here. I can't believe you even think something like this is okay. He's just smiling. He does not care. I won't stand for it. Whoa, hey. Pause off. No, you don't deserve to even have this, using this place as your hiding ground. We were gonna leave with it anyways. Not soon enough. It shouldn't have even been in here to begin with. I still don't understand why she looks like a doll. You shouldn't even have this kind of stuff in the first place. It's good for nothing anyways. Let go! Let go already! Uh-oh. I don't know what happened. I think I might have just pulled too hard. And I was suddenly thrust backwards, and the next thing I knew, everything was dark. She hit a grave, didn't she? Oh, and then in that darkness I heard giggling, and my eyes began to adjust the light, and I found myself somewhere quite strange. Hello? Yeah, this is strange. Where, huh? Ah, huh? What? Hiya! Hello? What happened? To what? I don't know, I just woke up. Good morning then! Guess you're going on this adventure with me. Huh? Where are we going? I don't know. That's what makes it an adventure. Oh, sounds like fun, but I was just with my friends, wasn't I? I was so confused. Where was I? And who's this girl? And are my eyes okay? Yeah, but we're friends too, right? Are we? I'm sorry, I can't say I remember you. Yeah, you do. Come on. Just because I'm a kid doesn't mean I'm stupid. You're always here. I am? Am I? Yeah. You came by to give me flowers, like, all the time. Huh? Oh, thanks, by the way. I think it's kind of overdue. Thanks? For the flowers, dummy! Mama always taught me to say please and thank you, especially when someone does something kind for you. And I think he'd want me to say thanks, too. So, maybe... Could I please have a teddy bear next time? So this is one of the ghosts from the cemetery. Huh? The flowers are pretty and all, but I really, really, really want a new teddy bear. And I think you'd choose a really good one, especially with your taste in flowers and stuff. So, pretty please, with a cherry on top and everything? Wait, I'm sorry, please slow down. I'm still a little confused. How did I get here? Who are you? Oh, I can answer that one. I'm Sunny. Some people here started calling me Sunshine, though. If only I could say it. Wait. Sunny? Sunny Day? Yeah! But Sunny is... Oh, right. I'm Mary, by the way. It's nice to meet you. So... That teddy bear? Oh, yes, I can bring you one. I'll add it to my shopping list so I can bring it next time I come around. But in order to do that, I'll have to find my friends again. Maybe we'll find them on our adventure. Yes, maybe, but... Am I dreaming? I must be, right? But this doesn't feel like a dream. And Sunny... What's the matter? Oh, it's nothing. I'm just trying to make sense of it all. Okay. But take it easy. You'll give yourself a headache if you think too hard. Yes, I suppose I might. Do you hear that? Hear what? Mary. Mary! Huh? Oh, thank God! Mary, are you okay? Yeah, Ow, no. My head, what happened? You fell back on one of the headstones. Then you were out cold. Scared the heck out of me. I was going to bring you to a hospital or something if you didn't wake up soon. Oh. What about your friends? They left. Don't worry about it. Oh. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. I said don't worry about it. We won't hang out here anymore, okay? So just drop it. I promised you lunch, didn't I? Let's go. This game is so long. We're about to hit 2 hours. I have never posted a 2-hour video. I might have to cut it in half. I don't know if I could probably cut it in half. I'll just post it on the same day. Who's gonna care? Crovin helped me stand up, and once it was confirmed that I could stand without a problem, he began his way to the exit. But I had to check something first. I looked over to the headstone that I supposedly knocked myself out on, the name engraved on it. Sunny Day? Sunny. Was what I just experienced really a dream? But of all the dreams I could have had, I thought back to the book I read, How to Talk to Ghosts. Maybe, just maybe, I'd have to try and see it again for myself. But maybe it really was. Mary, come on! I'm coming! I hurriedly made my way to Crovin's side, and we quietly went to lunch that day. Neither of us really said much. I felt bad. I knew Crovin and I didn't grow up completely the same, but I had no idea the kinds of friends he made were people like this either. Did he always hang around people who acted like this? I didn't know how to feel. The Crovin that I saw around these people isn't the Crovin I'm used to. Who's the Crovin I know? Is he just a ghost too? No, I shouldn't think like that. It's just I didn't want to think about it at all. We kind of went home together after that. I don't know why. It was just like, neither one of us just wanted to go our own ways with the day afterwards. So even though we weren't talking, we both went home together. We stayed in separate rooms the rest of the day. Just did our own thing. Neither one of us felt like talking about it. Dinner was quiet, and I think the only thing I heard him say that evening was goodnight as I retired to my room. If only I was really going to bed then. Hello again. You're still here, right? Of course I am. Is everything okay? Yes. On my side, at least. Is everything okay with you? No. Today was harder than usual. Why is that? Things were just stressful, that's all. I don't really want to talk about it with you. I just wanted to be honest in my answer. I understand. I am sure you are carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders. Please, take things easy on yourself. I'm positive the last thing you need is more stress right now. It's funny you say that, considering you are one of those things that worries me most. I see. I shouldn't worry you more than I have to then. Good night, Mary. It's been this game has a good chunk. We have not gotten to the main points of the story, I don't think. Not much had happened, but I have been unable to stop thinking about my encounter with Sunny. It was just so bizarre to me. Out of anything I could have dreamt up. Unless, of course, had I really spoken to that ghost that day? That couldn't have been possible, and yet I thought back to that book I read. But I don't understand. I hadn't done anything special. I didn't recite any chants or practice any written method. Why would I suddenly be able to speak to a ghost? Maybe it was just a weird coincidental dream after all. I had to be sure. I had decided to head back down to the cemetery during the morning. Even though I knew a general area of where everyone was, I really didn't have an idea of who I was really looking for. You know who you're looking for! Get the teddy bear, bruh! I think you might be interesting. Okay, you're just picking a random person? Decided, I sat myself down by the grave, and then shifted myself into a laying position over top of it. This felt weird, but I had to know. I shut my eyes and tried to think of nothing more than sleep, hoping that I could somehow fall asleep soon. And I'm not sure exactly when, but I did. For I woke up to the sound of a graceful violin. Oh, it happened again. Just like with Sunny, I woke up somewhere new. This is a theater, isn't it? It's soaked in shades of green. I'd never been in a place like this before. It felt like a dream, and yet not quite. It wasn't quite a dream, right? What is this place? Let's just approach the stage. I walked up to the stage, the musician's image becoming clearer to me as I did. They noticed me approaching, shifting their gaze onto me. They slowly stopped playing their violin. They placed it off to the side, expecting me to join them on the stage. So I did. I climbed up the short stairs that led onto the stage. The echoes creaked loudly in the huge room. The musician then gestured to an extra stool, hiding just behind the curtain. I grabbed it and placed it beside theirs. Lydian Walton? Like the Walton Files? The one and only. Is it really you? Well, I don't see who else it would be. Are you a ghost? I don't know. Are you? Me? Why would I be a ghost? You're here speaking to me, aren't you? What brings you here, my dear? Well, sleep, I guess? Sleep? That's a tad silly, don't you think? Silly? You're playing violin to an empty theater. Oh, it's not empty. You're here after all. Well, I suppose you have a point. Wait, I'm getting off topic. I wanted to talk about... Am I really speaking to a dead... Well, she doesn't know if she's dead or not, but... How is this possible, I guess? How should I know? I'm not the dead person expert here. Well, neither am I. Are you sure? You're the one always visiting us, after all. I'd say you're more like us than them, if anything. Me? Visiting? But I've never been here before. Well, maybe once or before, but that's it. Nonsense. You're always here. I'd even say you're more you're here more often than you aren't. I don't understand. Oh, I'm sure you don't, little flower girl. I suppose all those petals that find their way upon my stage just happen to fall from the sky. I don't follow. Come on, girl, this is not that hard. Silly, silly, silly. You're always bringing flowers. Do you think we don't receive them? Wait, sorry. Are you telling me when I bring flowers, they wind up here? Seems so. Then I really am talking to a dead person right now. Not very quick, are you, dear? That's alright. Sorry, it's very exciting to be actually talking to you. Yes, I used to get that a lot. Although, normally in a different context. Wow, this is so... Wait. I am a bit confused, though. Lydian, you... Yes? Well, it's just that, according to your tombstone and all... Yes, what about it? Well, if it's correct... You shouldn't be this young! You're old! You shouldn't be this young. You look like you could be my age. But how can that be? You died when you were in your 70s. It's true. Then, well, I guess I'm just having trouble understanding. Because well, you look very good for your age. Very funny, but no. It's true that I died in my 70s. I just liked my looks better when I was younger. Can you blame me? I believe this was my prime. Wait, Mary? God dang it, Crovin, get out of here! I ain't talking to you! And once again, I was ripped out of this strange world by a very familiar voice. Oh lord. Bro, he is looking. He is tired of this. Mars, what are you doing? You okay? Crovin moved out of the way as I stood up on my own 2 feet, brushing the dirt off myself. Hello? Hi? No offense, but what were you doing? We have beds at home, you know. You don't have to sleep on the ground. You're not going narcoleptic on me, are you? No, it's nothing like that. I did it on purpose, actually. Why? Well, it's like... I don't know how else to say it, but I think... Yeah? I think I could talk to ghosts. Don't laugh! I'm being serious! Yeah, no, I believe you. So, did Jasper the friendly ghost invite you over for tea, or... Crovin! I really am being serious. I swear I'm not lying. Hey, come on. You don't gotta get like that. If you're serious, then I believe you. But, sleeping outside is kinda a little dangerous, yeah? So, maybe, like, don't do that. Especially all by yourself. Right. Well... Yo, Crovin! Crovin and I turned our heads to look towards the cemetery gates. Theodore and Zapara were on the other side. Yeah, Zapara! Welcome back, girl. Theodore was waving over to us, hand high in the air. Zapara had her hands gripped tightly around the bars of the gate. She was bouncing up and down as if trying to get Crovin's attention. As if we couldn't already see them. Crovin turned around and walked over to the gate to talk to them, but they still didn't step inside. I followed behind, at a distance. Well, look who finally decided to show up. Look at this girl. Us? What about yourself? I'm always where I'm supposed to be. What you doing in here anyways? Thought we weren't allowed in here anymore. Yeah. But I saw Mars asleep in here and I had to wake her up. Asleep? She a narcolept or something? Nah. At least, pretty sure she's not. She just thinks she can talk to ghosts, that's all. You're kidding. Hey, don't laugh so loud. Can she show us then? I want to see. I don't know, let's see. Yo, Mars. Crovin called out to me. You want to show the boys what you can do? Huh? Show us you can talk to ghosts. If we're going to go to a haunted place anyway. Haunted? Yeah. We were just gonna mess around, maybe pull up a Ouija board on the way there. But if you can talk to ghosts, then that's just as good, right? Okay. I mean, I'm definitely going. But let's just save anyway. Okay, I go. Really? Yeah. Maybe it'll be fun. Whoop whoop! Come on, come on, come on! Let's go! I followed Crovin and his friends out of the cemetery. I wasn't even sure where they were going, but I felt as though I couldn't decline their invitation. Especially since things didn't end that great with us last time, and I don't want to leave a bad impression. But it was fine. I was sure that if I just stayed close to Crovin, I'd probably be okay. I followed close behind as they walked. That is Zapara. You did not get close to Crovin. Talking amongst themselves. I wasn't really tuned into the conversation, too busy caught up in my own thoughts. And then after walking a while, we entered a much different part of the city. This area of the city was more suburban than anywhere else. There were actual, well, houses. The kinds with lawns and stuff, not just apartments. They weren't anything too special, just standard houses. I guess a house is worth it if you really value your privacy, but these areas of town always just felt so out of place. And since there were only houses here, no shops or anything like that, I felt like a trespasser entering this neighborhood. Even if we were all doing was walking around. Like I said I would, I stayed close to Crovin. That's not Crovin, you lied to me. And I made note of the house they were approaching, and then stopped in front of... Ah yes, standard building. Oh. Yeah, these windows spell something out. I'll let y'all read that yourself. Here she is. This house. It was a bit bigger and nicer than the others on this road. Had it not been for the state of disrepair that it was in. You could see the cracks in the windows all the way from the sidewalk. Not to mention all the tall, unruly grass that probably hadn't been cut in ages. It looked like there was probably some sort of gate or fence at one point, but not anymore. There was nothing stopping us from waltzing right up to the front door. This house is haunted? Well, just look at it. What makes this haunted? Are you telling me this doesn't look like the pinnacle of a haunted house to you? Just because it's old and abandoned doesn't mean it's haunted. But have you ever thought of why it might have been abandoned? People leave things behind all the time. It doesn't mean anything. Come on, no bickering. You're wasting time. Let's just go in already. Yeah, it literally says I'll kill them on the windows, so I don't know how this is gonna go, but alright. We got up to the front door. Crovin, that was a squeaky toy, don't even lie to me. Crovin was able to open it with no resistance at all. As soon as the door was open, an awful stench flooded from outside the house. Inside the house. How long has this place been abandoned for? Oh, a person with long hair. An interesting concept. We stepped into the house and through an archway which led us into what looked like the living room. It was in shambles, to say the least. I coughed after just a few steps inside. It felt hard to breathe, as if there was too much dirt in the air to really breathe properly. It was all very gross. Yuck. Didn't realize how moist this air would be. Haven't you been here before? Kinda. Doesn't matter. We're here, so go on, do your thing. Oh, what, the ghost thing? Duh! That's kinda what we're all here for. What she means is she would like to see you talk to ghosts, like you claim to be able to. Oh, right, well... I mean, it isn't that easy. So far, I've only been able to do it when I'm asleep. And, well, you just woke me up a little while ago. Aw, come on! I'm sure you can do it! You have to at least try. We didn't drag you all the way out here for nothing. But we don't even know if this place is haunted. What if it's just a waste to begin with? Well, there's only one way to check that then, isn't there? Still, like I said, I just woke up, you know? I know I'm usually pretty good at, like, just falling asleep wherever, but I don't think I can fall asleep this quickly after waking up. Crovin can sing you a lullaby. Heck no! You do it! Aw, Crow, you know my singing voice isn't as angelic as yours. Mars, would you be able to fall asleep if I sing a lullaby? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Crowboy's gonna sing for us! Heck, it's not for you! Crovin seemed embarrassed. Lay down on the couch. I'll try singing for you. If they got an actual singer for this, that would be so cool. Or just like, you know, like someone to sing a song. Doesn't have to be like Miley Cyrus. I don't know. I did what he asked of me. Everyone was already here and I didn't want to let everyone down. Besides, it couldn't hurt to try, right? I laid back onto the old couch and closed my eyes, hoping that it wouldn't break beneath my weight. I heard Crovin's friends begin to giggle amongst themselves as Crovin cleared his throat, readying himself to sing to me. I must admit, I almost giggled myself when I heard him start to sing Mary Had a Little Lamb. Dang it, okay. Although I'm not sure I would describe his voice as angelic, it was actually pretty nice to listen to. The only songs he usually sings along to are loud punk ones, so it was a nice change of pace. And despite how dank the air was and how itchy the sofa felt, I actually did find myself drifting off to sleep. I wish that could be me right now. It's 4 a.m. Suddenly I was awake, and I was in the bathroom of the whole house. Did it work? Was I in the same realm as the ghost again? Then maybe this house really was haunted after all. Hello? I called into the house. No response. I guess I'd better look around then. I got up from out of the tub, careful not to slip on my way out. I exited the bathroom and into the hallway. Looking down, this house seemed a lot bigger on the inside, even though it seemed big enough on the outside already. I hoped I wouldn't get lost as I started to look around. The hallways were long and almost a bit disorienting. I had no idea what floor I was on, or where the staircase was, or any idea on how to get back to the entrance. But if I was here right now, surely there was someone's ghost that I could talk with, right? I'll find my way around. But where should I look for them? Let's go to the door with the crystal knob. That sounds interesting. I approached a door that had a crystal knob on it. None of the other doors I had passed had something like this. It must have led to a special room. I grabbed the knob of the door. The crystal felt cool on my hand. I turned the knob, but the door wouldn't open. I tried again, but it still would not open. I decided just to give up on it. I didn't want to force it open. Besides, if it was locked, that probably meant I wasn't supposed to be in there anyways. Alright, well, let's try the ajar door, because that's open. I looked towards the door at the end of the hall. It was slightly ajar. That's a squeaky toy, don't lie to me. I walked over to it and opened it all the way. I looked inside the room. There was a bookshelf with hardly any books, and a worn-down cozy chair to sit and read them in. But no ghost. I closed the door all the way this time, and I left it alone. Okay, let's check the broken door. I noticed there was a door that had broken off its hinges. It was placed precautiously in front of the doorway it belonged to. Precariously? No, wait, hold on. I don't know. So that it still covered it, but wouldn't topple over. I walked over to it and grabbed the door with both hands. I lifted it up and then gently brought it to the side. I peered into the now open doorway. Little light from the window leaked through, but it was enough to see with. There was an old metal frame single bed on one end of the room and an old desk on the other. Other than that, there wasn't much else, and there was no ghost either. I placed the door back in front of the doorway the way I had found it. Okay, let's try the window. I looked out the window to try to get a better gathering of where I was. Besides, it was probable that the ghost would be standing outside too. Maybe in a garden or something? I wiped the dust off the window, coughing a bit as it came off into the air. I cut my hands to the glass and peered outside. It was still pretty hard to see much, but it appeared as if I was at least on the second floor of the house. I didn't see anybody outside though. Ghosty, where are you? Alright, cracked door. Last one. I approached the door with a large crack against the front. I went to go reach for the knob. Huh? There is none. It looks like it had fallen off some time ago. I tried to push the door open, but it wouldn't budge. I leaned over and peered into the hole where the knob should be. Nothing. Or rather, it's too dark to see anything. Oh well. Well, that's all of them. I kept looking, but the place seemed completely empty. What was I going to do? Surely I'd be waking up soon. When I did, I'm sure the others would be expecting the... Hold on, need to breathe. And when I did, I'm sure the others would be expecting to hear about what I found. Should I just make up a story of a ghost I met here? I mean, they wouldn't know the difference if I did, right? Seemed like that'd be my only option until... Footsteps! There was someone here after all! I heard them run away from my direction. Wait, come back! I followed after them. The direction they ran to, it led me to a door. When I opened it, there was a staircase behind it leading upwards into what looked like an attic door. Climb. I mean, what else am I gonna do? Well, there's only one thing to do here. I climbed up the stairs and opened the attic's sole door. Upon reaching the top, I was confronted with another open doorway. Light was leaking through it. Is there a window up here? I walked closer, turning the corner, and then... Oh, Lord. Why is they... Zapara? Okay. Take them down? I have to. Whoever you are. I took a step forward and reached my... Boo! I stumbled backwards and fell onto the floor. Dude, that was so funny. Oh my god, you should have seen the look on your face right now. I got you so good, dude. Uh-oh. I started to sob. Bawl, quite loudly and embarrassingly. Zapara tried to talk to me, but I was too wrapped up in my own tears. I heard heavy thumps and, "Hey, what's going on?" as Crovin and Theodore found their ways up to the attic to meet us. When they saw me, both of them seemed shocked and upset, and quickly diverted their attention to Zapara. See, they do care. Hey, what the heck happened? The heck did you do to her, Zapara? Ugh, it wasn't even anything. I just pretended to hang from the noose, and gave her a little spook when she got close. Oh yeah, nothing, just, She's the one making a big deal out of it. Dude, what the heck? Not cool, dude. That wasn't the prank we agreed on. You think you can just do whatever the heck you want? Yeah, I do, because I can. Ugh, this is stupid. I didn't do anything that bad. You didn't do anything that bad. Too far, Zap. Ugh, whatever. Do you want me to say I'm sorry? Is that all you want to hear? Leave me alone! Mary, wait! I ran out of the attic. In fact, I ran all the way out of the house. I kept running down the street until I got back to the more familiar area of the city. What, are we still in the ghost realm? Were they able to get in with us? Because that doesn't make sense. Also, she's doing the anime crying run. I think I was just being fueled by my emotions at this point. I didn't want to think of any of them. Enough is enough. I tried so hard to be nice, to be polite, to be their friend. But it was clear to me now that that could never happen. I could never be friends with people like this. People like... And to think Crovin continues to be friends with them. It's no wonder he's been so mean to me lately. And all this was going on in my head, I still kept running. And running and running and running until I bumped into somebody. Whoa, was everything alright? That voice. Reginald? Yeah. Reginald. Are you okay? Huh? Oh. Sorry, I'll get out of your way. Oh, wait just a minute now. You seem awfully worked up. What happened? Oh no, it's okay, don't worry about it. Not worry? Look at you! You're a mess! Dang, why would you say that? Sorry, that probably wasn't the right word choice, but you're clearly very distressed. Do you want to talk about it? No, it's fine. I'll just go home. Mary, would you come with me? Huh? Why? Well, I was actually on my way to a little place that calms me down. But I think you could use a trip there too. Oh, no, that's okay. Please, you really don't have to worry. I'll be fine. I would feel a lot better if you came with me. Please? Alright, I'll come with. This sounds like a dumb idea. Thank you. I very much appreciate the company. Come, follow me. Even though he said follow me, Reginald grabbed me by my wrist and began to guide me down the sidewalk. What the heck? I was a bit confused on the direction we were going, though. It's this way? I didn't think there was much of anything on this road. Well, it's a bit of a secret, but that's the part I like about it. If it gets too popular, then that would ruin the very peaceful atmosphere they have. I think it's better if less people know, but I think I can trust you not to tell anyone about it. Oh, alright. I kept walking with him, and eventually we reached a more desolate area of the city. There was no one walking the streets, and all the windows of the buildings we started to pass were all dark. No one had any of their lights on. There were no cars on the street either. It was strangely barren around here. Say, which street are we on again? Are you sure we're going in the right direction? Yes, no need to worry. We're almost there. Okay. Then at a certain point, Reginald stops walking. He looks down into a dark alley and then walked into it. Where's this going? Well, aren't you coming? I felt pretty weird about walking down into an alley with no one around on a street that I'm unfamiliar with. But he was waiting there for me. Well, I don't know. That's like the stupidest decision. I mean, for sake of story, I think I'm gonna go with him, but don't go with people into alleyways, kids. How many kids even follow me? I took a deep breath and followed him down the alley. He was standing next to a door that I only really noticed because of its golden handle. He raised a finger to his lips as if to say shh, and then he opened the door. Oh my! Ah, it was a coffee place. Okay. And it was adorable. Pretty string lights were hanging from the walls and ceilings, and calm music played throughout. There were decorations of intricate tapestries and an addition of some rugs to the soft and the hard concrete floor. There were very few people, and they hardly made any noise as they spoke, as if they were in a library or trying not to disturb anyone else. Not to mention the aroma. Even if I don't like coffee, I can't deny how pleasant the smell is. This guy has features similar to Zapara, and I just think that's interesting. All of it together, it felt magical. See? I told you it was nice. This place seems so delightful. I got into another game, y'all. I'm back in. However did you discover it? Haha, that's a secret. But maybe I'll tell you one day. We stepped further into the building, Reginald closing the door behind us. This footage is 2 hours and 21 minutes long right now, bro. This is rough, but that's okay. Then I followed him to the counter and he asked what I wanted. Oh, don't worry, I can pay for myself. No, please. I insist. Consider it a thank you for accompanying me. Are you really sure? Positive. Reginald ordered himself a coffee and I asked for hot chocolate for myself. That sounds good. I felt a little silly ordering it, but the barista didn't seem to care at all. Even when I asked for marshmallows, as you should. After we got our drinks, Reginald and I popped down on an empty couch in the building. You got a styrofoam cup? Paper, actually. And no worries, it's recyclable. I think the mugs they offer here are cute and better for the environment. But, well, how do I put it? I'm just particular about using the same things as other people, that's all. I believe they even allow you to bring your own mug, but that's a little silly, isn't it? To bring a mug from home, because I would still need to wash it afterwards. And it looked absolutely absurd carrying a mug down the sidewalk. You've got a point there. Anyways, are you feeling any better? Oh, who? Me? Who else, girl? Yeah, I guess so. I'm not crying anymore, so that's a good thing. I think. Thank you again for bringing me here. Well, no need to thank me. I'm just glad you're feeling better. But if it's okay to ask about now, what had gotten you so upset in the first place? Well, I guess it's okay to talk about. Listen, she never woke up. So this is weird. Like, why did she never wake up from the ghost thing? And they're probably gonna talk about it like right now. But you know, I'm just saying. It's a little bit questionable. Especially since you wouldn't know these people anyways. Where do I start though? Well, I spent a lot of time with my kinda cousin. What is he then? Is he not your cousin? I thought he was your cousin. And I recently met his other friends. I told Reginald all about what happened since I first met them. I don't know why. It was like I had to start with one thing, but then that led into all the other things too. I told them about how intimidating they were when I met them, and about how they disrespected the cemetery, and about the incident that happened with them just today. Already I was trying to block it from my memory. And Reginald listened, nodding as I talked. It felt nice to have someone listen to me. And then I ran into you, on the sidewalk. Now we're here, I guess. Sorry for going on like that. I just wasn't sure where to begin. Or end. Why are you apologizing? I'm actually very happy you told me. It's not good to always let things weigh on you. You know, Mary, I must admit, I am not at all a violent person. But oh, how I wish I could teach those dolts a lesson right now. Where do they get off thinking that that kind of behavior is alright? My syllables are going awful right now, bro. It's been 2 hours of reading. No, it's okay. I just won't hang around them anymore. But at least I tried, right? That's all you can do in this life. Try. But yes, don't worry about people like that. They clearly can't appreciate a good thing even when it's right in front of them. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. And it means a lot to me, too. Just then, I received a text message. I took out my phone. Crovin had messaged me. Mary, where'd you go? You're not at the cemetery. At least, I don't see you here. I'm not there. Actually. I put my phone away without responding to him. You're insane. Reginald, are you busy? No, not really. I was planning to run a few errands, but it's nothing that needs my immediate attention. Why do you ask? Can I come along? You want to run errands with me? Yeah. I don't really feel like going home. At least not right now. Well, if you're certain, you're more than welcome to come along. I would more than appreciate the company. Thank you again. I spent the rest of the day helping Reginald with his errands. It wasn't anything too big. We bought some stuff from the hardware store, things he needed for a bit of DIY car repair. Wrenches, screwdrivers, antifreeze, oils. But nothing too big to carry. I also helped him pick up a few groceries. He was running low on milk and eggs, but he picked up some strawberries too before they get out of season. It wasn't anything too exciting, but it was nice to be able to do something simple with him. And enjoy completing these simple tasks with someone who wasn't trying to trick me or make me cry. Before we knew it, it started to get dark. I told Reginald I ought to get going. Get home safely then, alright? I promised him I would. And then I went to catch the next bus home. Well, at least my day wasn't completely bad. Or at least that's what I thought initially. But once I made it home and opened the door to my cabin, someone was waiting there for me. And he was not happy. Uh-oh. About time you got home! Where the heck were you? You didn't answer any of my texts. Of course I didn't. I'm mad at you. You're mad at me. I'm the one who's supposed to be mad here. Do you have any idea of what could have happened to you? It can't be any worse than what your friends did to me. Ugh, is this really what this is about? Get the heck over it, Mary. You all just wanted to make fun of me. You all just wanted to make fun of me. Seriously? It's not like I can control every little thing they do. You should know how they are by now. Besides, what they do isn't my fault, so I don't know why the heck you're getting so mad at me. Because you let them do it. You never say anything. Maybe they'd stop if you didn't keep letting it happen. Hey, don't start turning this back on me. Maybe if you weren't such a sensitive crybaby, we wouldn't be having this problem. Let's see. You're making fun of me again. There you go, making fun of me again. Don't you have anything better to do? Oh, give me a break. You know, maybe that's why you're being so mean to me lately. Huh? Come again? What the heck is that supposed to mean? Hanging around such awful people. No wonder you become such a bad person. Oh, really now? That's how you feel? It's not what I meant. Yeah, it's definitely how I feel. I don't know at what point you stopped, but you definitely aren't a good person anymore. I don't know who this person is, but the Crovin I know never would have been so cruel. The Crovin you know. Ain't that rich? Let me tell you something. The Crovin you knew died with the other Corvusons? Oh, Corvusons, like that's their last name, I'm assuming. Yeah. Crovin! You can't say that! Ugh, I'm so over this already. If you really hate me that much, then why are you still here? I can't believe this. Why are you apologizing, girl? Yeah, that's what I thought. Then maybe I should just leave if that's how you feel. Maybe you should, and take all your stupid baggage with you. Crovin stormed off after that. Corvus is actually the constellation of a crow, so I think that's really, I like that reference. I went the other way and marched upstairs. I felt like crying all over again. But I think I used up all my tears for the day. I was going to text the number again, because, well, it's what I always do before I go to bed. But when I opened my phone, I was surprised to see I had a few messages from someone else. It was Twyla. I hadn't really seen her since that night at the club. Hey, Mary. I know it's late, so I don't blame you if you're already in bed, but I figured I'd ask you anyway since it's not overly time sensitive. I'm going to be at the library tomorrow looking for anything I can find that might help with our town's little problem. I figured you can come and help me research if you're up for it. Yeah, I can come help. I think that's a really great idea. I'll be sure to be there first thing tomorrow. Well, I don't know if I'll be there that early, but I'll be sure to see you there. You didn't even give her a time? I had agreed to meet with Twyla. Maybe part of me did it in spite of Crovin, but it would be a nice distraction, I think. Distraction from all the bad stuff that happened today, and I wouldn't have to think about it tomorrow. When I got up the next morning, I hurried myself out of the house. I wasn't even sure if Crovin was still home, but I wasn't going to stick around long enough to find out. I headed to the library as quickly as I could that morning. Didn't you just get kicked out of your house? Aren't you supposed to be packing or something? And even though Twyla said she was going to be around so early, she was still there when I arrived. Twyla, you're already here? Oh, hey. Yeah, I'm here. I thought you said you wouldn't be here so early. I don't think it's super early, but that's not the point. You're here to help me with research, right? Oh, yes, of course. Just tell me what I need to do. I'm gonna need you to fetch some books for me. Twyla handed me a list of books she needed. I worked in the library before, so I know they're here. I just want you to pick up a few up for starters. Alright, I think I can do that. Yeah, I sure hope so. See, and Twyla's not nice either. I took Twyla's list and began to grab books for her. There are a few psychology books, but also some filled with, like, periodicals? Is that how you describe it? I don't know. But what I did know is that if I kept carrying so much books at this point, I'd topple over. It's happened before. I began to hand them over to Twyla. She seemed very focused as she took the books from me. Sometimes when I hand her a book, she'd slide one over to me with the pages open. I would close it and go return it on the proper shelf. Yeah, I don't think that's what you were supposed to do. It was only after a few books that I realized she probably anticipating I read the pages she had opened to. Oh well, I just kind of continued fetching her books and shelving them back again absent-mindedly. I hate words right now, bro. Oh my gosh, this game. It just seemed like the best thing for me to do, to be able to help. I doubted I would understand the information as well as she did. I am, well, not the brightest at times. You're distracted. Ah! Am I? You certainly seem a bit out of it. Is everything alright? Well, I had a fight with a friend last night and we still haven't made up. I see. Well, that's not going to help us here. So get rid of it. If you want to help, you're going to have to pull yourself together. You know, the issue we're dealing with is more serious than whatever dumb fight you and your friend had, right? I guess. Yeah, I'm sorry. Are you going to be like this the whole time? I don't know. You can leave. Huh? Are you sure? I thought you needed my help. Clearly, you aren't going to be any help to me like this. Oh, don't take it so harshly. I'm doing you a favor, if anything. I'll call you up again next time I need you for something. Just remember not to forget about all this, okay? Okay. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help. It's fine. See you later. See you. I left the last of the books on the table for her and then headed out the library. I wasn't too much help at all, was I? Not because I was too— Dude, what the heck? Oh, look who it is. Crovin? What the heck were you doing in there with her? Oh, Lord, he saw. Didn't I— I hit the mic. Didn't I already tell you to stay away from her? What, did you just like not listen? Or not care? You're just trying to you're just trying to piss me off at this point, aren't you? I'm just trying to help her with something. It's not like it's any of your business in the first place. Huh! Excuse me. That girl is definitely my business. Especially if she's talking to you. What's so bad about her? You can't just tell me not to do something and not explain why. Why not? You don't trust me anymore, huh? I guess it's just as well. Let me tell you this then. Either you stay the heck away from her, or you stay the heck away from me. But tell me what happened, you loser. He didn't apologize when his shoulder bumped into mine. Well, of course not. That was on purpose. I hope that whatever he was going, it wasn't home, because that was the only place I wanted to be right now. Even if it seemed like he would prefer I not be there anymore. I want to ask you something. You always do, don't you? Please. Apologies. It wasn't meant to appear sarcastic. Go on. Do you know who I'm with? Are you after people who aren't me? I guess. Am I your only target? Or are there more people than just me? Are you coming for them too? Please? Yes. Wait. Yes to which question? I'm sorry. I have to go. Good night, Mary. Bruh, this bruh never says anything. I don't know what you expected at this point. Days passed. As days often do, things in the house have been incredibly tense. Well, didn't you get kicked out? I can't even recall the last time I physically spoke to Crovin. Maybe it was the day at the library? I don't know. I really don't remember. It's not like I don't see him at all, but when we do see one another, we don't talk. It's really awkward. Sometimes when we find ourselves in the same room, one of us or both of us will just leave. We don't say good morning or good night, and if I see him on the street, he looks away. I wish things weren't like this. I just really want things to go back to normal. Back before. I really want things to be better. I want... we tried apologizing. No, we didn't, actually. Just apologize, bruh. I shouldn't I? I know Crovin has been having a hard time lately, and I'm sure I haven't been making things much easier on him. It's partly my fault anyways. His friends don't have to be my friends, too. And even if he wanted me to get along with them, I should have stepped away when I realized it wasn't going to work. I'll try to tell him that soon. When I know how and when to properly say it. Just like write a letter, throw it under his door, and just be like, aha, I can't talk to you right now, but read this letter. I sat in the living room for the remainder of the day, at least until dinner time, that is. The fire was on and I was reading, but I knew I would have to start cooking something soon. Then I heard Crovin come in through the front door. Still not feeling comfortable being in the same room as him, I got up to move into the next room when... Oh, I'm gonna cry! Oh, I love this thing. Mary, you know I love you, right? Like even when I'm mad or yelling, I promise I don't mean it. I really, really don't mean it. Yeah, I know. I love you too. Are you okay? No. Oh no! No, I was not expecting that. Theodore died. Oh, Crow. I turned around to hug... This is not Crovin. No, I believe it's a lie. It's a lie. I turned around to hug Crovin properly this time. I didn't ask him what had happened. He didn't seem to be in the mood to talk about it. Yeah, no, duh. And I don't think I was either. Oh, this poor bruh. I helped him prepare the service. Oh, okay, so nah, we're for real. Or perhaps it's more appropriate, more apt, to say that I prepared the service before he asked me to. You're so passionate about it, he told me. So I know you'll make sure he has the best one. It was just... I don't know if passionate is the right word. Not Theodore, bruh. Oh, he's so sad. I hope it was a nice service. I'd like to think that it was. I did try my best to pull it all together after all. I got lots of flowers and a nice spot from the rest. Crovin was responsible for inviting everyone, but everyone wasn't a lot of people. I wasn't sure if no one wanted to attend, or if it was because Theo only had this many friends. I looked around. Zapara wasn't here. That loser. Bruh, I liked Zapara too. Kind of. I kind of liked Zapara. But, man. Aww. Eventually, everyone began to leave. But again, everyone wasn't all that many people. Before I knew it, it was just me, Crovin, and Theo. Wordlessly, oh, wait, let's talk to Theo! Wordlessly, Crovin sat beside Theo's freshly dug grave. I did the same. Normally, I enjoy funerals. Or perhaps it's better to say I appreciate them for what they are. But this one was hard to appreciate. I couldn't find a trace of pleasantness in it. Not even a little bit. Talk to the bruh. Let's lay on the bruh. Not even a little bit. It just felt sad. Crovin? Is there... I mean, obviously he's not okay. Is there anything more I can do? You've done enough. Right? Crovin, I don't want to upset you, but if it's okay, I want to try talking to him. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Mary, this isn't the time for that ridiculous stuff. I'm being serious. I promised to you that it works. And I've never been bad on my promises before, have I? Please just give me a chance. Fine. If you're so insistent, then go ahead. But when you wake up, I want you to tell me something that only Theo would know. Because if you can't, I really don't want to hear about this ever again. I understand. But I won't let you down. Alright, let's hope this works. I laid down the top of Theodore's grave. I could see Crovin wince as I did. Yeah, I mean, it's freshly dug. At least waited a couple days. Hopefully it would be over with quickly, and hopefully Theo would be in a mood to talk to me. Huh? Listen? Sounds like faint static. If I don't focus on it, it's like it disappears. Look around. It's completely dark. I can't see a thing. Take a whiff. It smells like... ugh. Something smoky. Well, it's definitely him then. I feel like I'm laying on something. But I am laying down on the ground, right? It feels weird though. Can't really describe it. Hello? Is anyone there? I don't understand. Why can't I see anything? Of all the times for things to start going wrong. Well, maybe it would help you if you took that lamp shape off your head. Huh? You're... oh! I'm not gonna say anything. Hey, Dollface. Long time no see. Hey, Dollface, because she's literally a doll, I'm telling you. Oh, Theo. I'm so glad to see you're alright. You sure that's the word you want to use? Well, I suppose you're right. Still, it seems like you're okay. Wherever this is. Where is this? This? This is where me and Zapara live. At least it used to be back when I was alive with you all. Oh. You lived here. Hey now. I know it ain't the prettiest, but it gets the job done. I suppose so. He doesn't know anything about the green. Just get to the point. Seemed like the most logical conclusion to make. Close your eyes, things go black, then you wake up somewhere completely different. Not really a lot of ways you can go from that. Oh, while you're here, I guess I want to say I'm sorry. Kind of figured that whole ghost talking thing of yours was a bunch of BS. But I can admit when I've been proven wrong. Oh, that's okay. I mean, I think I'm more sorry for you in this situation. When do you remember happening before this? Before? Well, it goes like this. Crow was having a rough time, wanted to talk about you. He wanted to talk about me? Yeah, But I'll come back to that later. So he reached out to me and Zap wanting to talk about it over drinks and all. Of course we accepted, so we'd spend the night out with him. Sitting at the bar, whatever, maybe like an hour or so into drinks, I start feeling like not too hot. I leave to use the bathroom, start vomiting as soon as I'm in the stall. I come on out feeling all woozy. Zap and Crow try to help me, all worried and stuff. Next thing I know, I'm crashing out in the middle of a pool table that was still in the middle of a game. Then I'm here. You're here. All because Crow wanted to talk about me? Ooh, so this is your fault, girl. If I hadn't been such a problem for him, then you wouldn't have wound up here. Hey, shut the heck up. Huh? Sorry. Didn't mean for it to come out that way. What I'm trying to say is, I'm sure I would have drunk myself to death eventually anyways. So don't worry about it. If that night didn't kill me, this stick in my hand would still make sure it's coming. Listen, I want you to know that Crovin only wanted to talk about you because he cares so much. I know things haven't been the best between you two lately, and there's lots you don't know, so it's been real hard on him too. But I don't know. Listen, I may be dead, but there's still things Crovin would kill me over if I told you about. That's funny. I know you and I aren't the closest two people in the world or anything, but trust me when I say, it's gonna be alright. I guess I'll have to. So, how long you staying here for anyways? Oh, I'm not sure actually. I could wake up any minute now that I think about it. Which reminds me, I promised Crovin that when I woke up, I'd tell him something that only you would know, as proof that I talked to you. So, do you have something you can tell me? Yeah, I got a few stories between Crow and I. Pick your poison. The sleepover hat story. I want to know about the sleepover hat story. Sleepover hat story? It's a bit gross, are you sure? Yeah, sure. I mean, like, how gross? Nothing that'll make you look at him too differently. Well, that should be fine then, I think. Alright, so, it goes like this. Crow was spending the day with Zap and I. This is before you were around, by the way. Right. Night rolls around, we're deciding what we're gonna do. Cause, like, well, I don't think I'm allowed to tell you this part. But anyway, so like it's night. Crovin, Zap, and I are all back here. Zap says she's gonna call for delivery, and Crow's staying the night because, well, why not? It's kind of chilly that night. This happened like wintertime. I offer Crow something to drink. He wants like coffee or something. Zap hates coffee though, so we only have hot chocolate. But he's fine with that. I get some ready for him. Zap comes back. We have a fun time, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Door gets knocked on. Zap goes to get the food. Crovin turns to me, not looking so hot. I can practically see the green in his face. I'm like, dude, what's up? What's wrong? He starts to talk, then grabs his mouth. It's then I realized I should have checked the date on the milk I used for that hot chocolate earlier. So I'm like, heck, hold on, because honestly, doesn't look like he'll make it to the bathroom. I know where this is going. So I'm like, looking around, I'm like, trash can, bucket, whatever. Then suddenly, my head is feeling pretty breezy. I turn around and Crovin's got my hat, and yeah. That's so gross. Why didn't you stop him? Listen, I know it takes a bit to explain, but this all happened in a matter of seconds. I see. And your hat? Is it this one? Nah, I got a replacement hat. Chucked that one out the window immediately after it happened. And Zapara doesn't know? Nope. By the time she came in, it was already over and done with. And you just carried on? I mean, yeah, what else would we do? I mean, thank you for telling me the story. Anytime, sunshine. Oh, and one more thing before you head back. Say hi to Zapara too, and go easy on her for me, okay? Listen, I know she seems all firecrackers and dynamite, maybe even a little rough around the edges, but she's got a lot going on deep down, and I know she'd appreciate some help with that. I'll appreciate it too. I see. I'll try to talk to her next time I see her, and let her know you said hi too. Oh, please do. I'm excited to see my boys again soon, but I'm hoping it'll be a long wait at the same time. Yeah, I hope so too. Alright, good talk. Before I knew it, I was out again, and I woke up to the sound of a worried Crovin. He's always worried. Yo, Mars, come on. It's getting late. It looks like it's gonna rain soon. Crovin? Yeah? You threw up in his hat? That's so gross. Poor Crovin, bruh. It's a beautiful day today. And after so much talk of rain, I hadn't even brought my umbrella. But it was clear I wouldn't be needing it. The sun felt so warm, so much brighter today. I hoped we would get more sunny days like this before things start to get cold and cloudy again. Because right now just felt so refreshing. She's like, my cousin's best friend just died. Life is good. I was on my way to the cemetery once more. I didn't have any flowers this time around, but I was sure that was okay. I brought a teddy bear last time after all. Good. Besides, I now have a different method of being able to visit everyone there. I try to visit Theo too when I'm able. I don't want to bother him too much. And even though he and I aren't best friends or anything, I can tell he appreciates it. I think I'll try to see him again today. I continued down the sidewalk, admiring all the things that look so much happier in the sunlight. The birds, the flowers, the trees. But one thing that didn't was making its way towards me. And I didn't even realize until I heard her snap my name. Uh-oh. Oh, Twyla. Funny running into you here. I see you're out and enjoying the sun. I haven't heard a lot from you, you know? Yeah. But likewise, you know? But I've been investigating on my own time. Do I need to remind you that you're the one who offered to help me and not the other way around? I've just been really busy. Yeah, I'm sure you've been. All those headstones don't talk to themselves, right? I'm sorry, Twyla. I don't think I can help you anymore. Excuse me? Huh? Not help me anymore? You haven't helped me once! And now you've got the gall to back out before you've even started? What's that for, huh? Well, it's just... Just what? I can't be around you anymore, that's too forward. I'm not cut out for this, even though that's a lie. She's gonna know that. Please understand, I'm really sorry, Twyla. I'm not cut out for this. Even just helping you in the library, I couldn't do much. I couldn't possibly drag you or your investigation down. I don't think I would be much help at all. I should have told you earlier, I'm sorry. Do you understand? Oh, I understand. You do? Yeah, I do. I get it perfectly clear. Why bother helping me catch a threat when it could help fill up that precious cemetery you love so much? Whoa, what? Hold on. That's not true. I'd never risk someone else's life for that. Yeah, I'm sure you wouldn't. Just like I was sure you would help me. I apologize for lashing out so. I'm just running low on patience. Girl, get out of here. Don't even talk to me. You might not know it, but I tolerate a lot of BS from a lot of people. But one thing I refuse to tolerate is people who don't keep their promises. So, go on then. Run to your little cemetery, Mary. I'll let you go. But I'll make sure you keep that promise eventually. What a loser, bruh. Hearing what she thought of me, but I couldn't help her anymore, and it had to come out eventually. At the very least, it was something that I got over with, and I couldn't let it ruin today. I wiped my eyes of any tears and tried to regain my composure. Yeah, don't let her ruin this. I tried to focus on the nice things around me as I continued on my way. The birds, the flowers, the trees. The birds, the flowers, the trees. I couldn't let it get to me. She didn't know the truth like I did, and I couldn't keep Theo waiting. I continued on and up the way, and entering the cemetery, something felt off. And I didn't know why until I started approaching Theo's gravesite. What happened? Oh, Zapara. Okay, that's a lot better than I thought it would be. Someone's there at the gravesite. Is that? Ah, there she goes. Ah, hey, wait! You don't need to catch after them. They got out of my sight quickly, but I was determined to find them. Do you need to? I walked up and down the aisles trying to keep my eyes and ears open until eventually I began to hear something. I followed the noise which led me to a tree and... Oh, Zapara, what the heck? Zapara? What are you doing here? What do you think she's doing here? I took a seat beside Zapara, patting down the grass as I did so. She wiped her eyes on her sleeve as I sat. Hi, Mary. Hi, Zapara. Are you alright? Why are you asking that, girl? You know the answer. Oh my gosh. Yeah, why wouldn't I be? Don't I look fine? You miss Theo, right? Huh? I'm okay. I'm okay. Really, I'm sorry. I was just leaving. Don't worry about it. Zapara, I was surprised that you... What? You didn't show up to his funeral at all. I couldn't. Why not? You didn't want me in here anymore. And after the last incident, I promised Theo I would respect your boundaries. But I guess I broke that promise anyway, huh? I wanted to leave before you saw me, at least. Zapara, Yeah. I wouldn't have stopped you from seeing him. I'm so sorry if I made you feel that way. No one should ever be prevented from seeing their loved ones. It's fine. I had already upset you enough. It's just, nothing's been the same now that he's gone. And I'm not sure it ever will. It still feels so unreal. I walk into our place and I'm ready to start, like, I don't know, hitting him with my jacket sleeves or stealing his hat and running away with it. And now when I come home, it's all by myself. But all this stuff still smells like him. It smells just like before we left for the bar. His mug is still in the sink because he said he would watch it later. And his hamper, and his hamper is still full because we were going to do laundry together. It's 5 a.m. Oh my god. This is what I do this to myself. And the TV remote is still stuck in the couch because that's where he last left it. He was my best friend. And he's totally gone now. I'm never going to get him back. I'm never going to get him back. I'm never going to see him again. That's not true. I promise one day you'll see him again. But not in this life. Isn't that right? I don't know what to do anymore. I don't feel like myself. At least, not without him. I'm alone. You're not alone. Crovin's here. I haven't talked to Crovin since. Really? I don't even know what I'd say. Or what it would feel like. The three of us were always together when we hung out. It feels unfair without him. It feels wrong. It will get better with time. I promise you it does. Maybe it won't always be the same, but it will be better. And Zapara? You're not alone. I know Crovin would want to hear from you. And I really think you two should see each other, even if it's awkward. You should know that... I feel like... Let's just say I'm here for you. And I know Crovin is too. Even if I didn't always think that you were the best person, that's... Just because we don't get along doesn't mean I can't help you through this. So... I'm gonna jump out my window. This game is so sweet. Like, it's terrible, but it's sweet. Thank you, Mary. I could really use that support right now. The little ears. Oh, I love these characters. Yeah, of course. It's going to get better. Crying, sobbing, throwing up right now. I promise. I've got another question for you. I thought you might. Have you ever lost anyone? Why do you ask? I just want to see. Of course I've lost people. I don't think there's anyone alive who hasn't lost someone. I've probably lost more than you can fathom. Did it hurt? Of course it hurt. At first, it always hurts. But over time, those feelings, you get used to them. It's like a blur. You stop worrying about who died and start worrying about who's next. There is no rest. So you become someone who doesn't need rest. Because it isn't going to stop. You just have to be ready for the next time. That sounds heartbreaking. It was. And that's why I'm fighting so hard. So that you don't wind up like me. It's been a few days. Despite what had happened at the funeral, Crovin hasn't really left his room. When I wake up in the mornings, I can hear him stomping about his room, and when I return from having left the cabin, I find no evidence that he's left the cabin at all, let alone his room. I'm so used to him going out every day, but now I feel bad I'm leaving him home alone. He spends most of his day holed up in his room, door shut tight. I'll knock on it every now and then and check up on him, but there's not much I hear from him outside of that. But today his door is open, and I think I should check on him. What is this? Crovin, what is this? And why are these pins so giant? His door had been open just a crack, and I opened it just a bit more. Why is his door red like that? Please tell me that's just a decal. He was sitting atop his bed, and without even turning to face me, I heard him say, "I know you're there, Mary. Come on in." Okay, it was just a decal. I stepped inside and took a seat on the end of his bed. He didn't seem to have much of a reaction. Okay. Nice. That flag looks upside down. Hold on. Wait a minute, that's not right, is it? Well, I'm looking this up, because that doesn't look right. No, buddy, you've got your flag upside down. Get that fixed. That's okay. It's okay. I'll make an exception for him. It's getting a bit late. I'll probably start dinner soon. Sounds good. You really shouldn't be smoking inside, you know. It's a lollipop. I see. Your flag is upside down. I can actually comment on it. Your flag is upside down. Yeah, I know. Oh, alright then. I like your deer plush. Thanks. I haven't seen it before. Is it recent? Yeah. That person you met, Vass? They won it last time we was at the arcade. Said they had no room for it, insisted that I have it. I hope you don't mind, I didn't give this one to you. I know you like collecting toys, but... Oh, no. I totally get it. Don't even worry about it. You finally hung up your signed poster. It's a bit low to the ground, though, don't you think? It's fine. Besides, if it falls down, I don't have to worry about getting a chair or anything to put it back up. That plush is adorable. I just realized it. I love that little deer and the little crow. That's so cute. That's so cute. I need to go. I gotta go. This is too much. Besides, if it falls down, I don't have to... Yeah, okay, I said that. Fair point. Mine's been getting a bit full, too. Maybe we can do laundry together soon. Yeah. That's probably a good idea. It's strange, though. I feel like I just did laundry, and now I have to do it again. You only wear the same dress, girl. It's not like I even wear that many outfits. Yeah, me neither. Alright, let's stop being around the bush. Huh? What do you mean? Come on. You and I both know you didn't come in here to talk about my laundry or the posters in my room. You're here because everything sucks right now and you think we should talk about it. Everything does suck, yeah. You're right. Everything is awful. You know you can say it, right? Say what? Go on. Say that it sucks. You know I don't like using that language. But that is not the worst that you could be saying. Fair enough. I know things have been very hard lately, but I just don't know what to do. Are you sure you don't want to see a therapist? The therapist talk is never an easy one, nor a good one. How can I help? I feel like he's just gonna say the same thing, like, it's all hopeless! It just feels all hopeless. Till we're giving up. It's just one thing after another. Is it ever going to stop? It will, eventually. But you won't have to worry about me. I'm fine. The music stopped, like, in a really specific time. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. You aren't fine, and I'm not fine either. I don't want this cycle to continue, where all we do is feel miserable again and again. Mary. just want everything to go back to normal. That isn't possible. It's never going to be normal again. None of this is ever going to feel normal. Sure, maybe it'll pass, but that's not going to make things feel normal. Nothing will. Then how can you just keep going on like that? Saying that you're fine when that's not true? And then just settling for it? Because it's not like I have any other choice, Mary. You just don't get it. I know you're worried about your own parents. I know that's a lot of stress on your shoulders too. But at least you have some hope in that situation. What hope do I have? My parents are dead. One of my best friends is dead. And there's no way around either of those facts. I am never going to see either of them again. And yeah, maybe sure you can talk to them, but that doesn't mean that I can see them or be around them or do any of the same things I used to do with them. It's like, why try? If everyone I just get close to is just gonna die right in front of me, then why bother trying to do anything about it? Whether I'm happy or sad or whatever, doesn't matter, because it doesn't change the life I'm living right now. That's why everything is fine, and why it has no choice but to be fine. I know that you want to help, but all these solutions, therapy, relaxing at home, whatever, they aren't going to change anything. They aren't going to bring anyone back. Don't you understand that? Better than anyone? I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound like a jerk when I say this, but your parents might come back one day. Mine sure won't. Can't stop living. I don't think that's what he was implying. Let's not bring that up. I guess let's just say it gets better, even though he's gonna be like, yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, I know it does. That's what everyone always says, right? But what if I don't want it to? Getting better. It's like getting over it. And what would that mean, huh? Going about my life acting like they never existed? Isn't that kind of cruel? To not miss them every day? Feels like a jerk move in itself. I don't think I can ever really feel better. Because if I did, I would just end up feeling guilty. I don't think you should be thinking like that. Then how else should I be thinking? Listen, I know I'm not always the brightest girl, but if there's one thing I know about, it's loss. Here we go. Please, Crovin. Right. Sorry for cutting you off. When I attend those funerals, I meet lots of people who are feeling the same way you are. They're stricken with grief. It doesn't matter who died, and the way they express their grief isn't always the same. Some people can't help but to sob. Others seem to stare in disbelief. Like, if they wake up soon, they'll realize it was just all a terrible dream. And some of them simply talk to everyone around them as if nothing is the matter. But you can tell they'd rather be seeing their loved ones in a different circumstance. I don't see these people for very long when I am there, but I know that all those people have been getting better since that every day. It's why we have funerals, to start the healing process with closure. But despite its name, closure is just the first step. I know that everyone deals with loss differently, but I know that grief won't last forever, and I know that processing it doesn't have to be so miserable either. So please let me try to help you. Maybe if together we can acknowledge and embrace the circumstances we're in, it'll be easier to get past them. But what if I don't want to? Crovin, move on from it? Get past it? Isn't that just the same as forgetting? The reason you go to all those funerals, the reason you visit all those graves, is it because you don't want anyone to be forgotten about? How hypocritical of you, wanting to remember strangers but forgetting the ones we care about most. It's not forgetting. Crovin, just because they're gone doesn't mean we're going to forget them. You're right in what you said. I don't want anyone to feel forgotten about. It's why I visit them. But feeling better about it isn't forgetting. Wanting to live a happy life isn't forgetting. I mean, do you think your parents would want this for you? That Theo would want this for you? You can't be afraid of what happens when the grieving is over. Feeling better doesn't mean you forgot how much you miss them. It just means you won't feel as sad when you remember them. She do be spitting facts, though. Mary... Yeah? You know I love you, right, Mary? Yes, I know. No, you don't. Come here. Don't make me cry again. Actually, make me cry again. Bring up another CG, I love these two. Crovin motioned me over with a lazy hug-like gesture, and I scooted over to him. I love these things, bro. I love these little guys. Do you know the reason why we started staying here? This old junky cabin? No. I was always curious, but I thought it might be rude to ask. It's because... Crovin? We wanted to be closer to you guys. I'm good. I need to go. I almost just closed the game. That's the only reason. You're joking. That's crazy. You had such a nice home in Helen City. Oh. Hey, now. You know what all those old folks say about the differences between a home and a house and a home? What? I know I've been a jerk. And I probably won't stop feeling like one for a while. I can't really explain all my feelings right now. But while we're here, while you're here, I just want to say, after having lost so many people, I'm just glad I haven't lost you yet. Yeah. I'm glad I haven't lost you either. Ugh. Look what you made me do! You know I hate all that dumb, sappy shit. I love this thing. I love these things. And you got me over here monologuing it. I'm sorry. Yeah, can it, Mars? Blah. That was so sappy I could put it on your morning pancakes. Look at him doing the hand, bruh. Like, he's so silly. Hey! Don't let it happen again. I won't. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. I'm jumping off the bed. Goodbye. Please leave my family alone. That is not possible. We're getting better. And if my parents were here still, it'd almost feel like it did before. I'm afraid I cannot give you the same life you once had. But I can assure you things will be better after this all. How can you make it better? I can't explain it. At least not now. But whether you believe it or not, it will get there. And so will I. This is for you. And you'll see that soon. Good night, Mary. Good night. Thank you. For what? It's been a few days since then. Crovin seems to be doing a little better than usual. I think he's really trying extra hard right now. And he's been seeing Zapara again too. I think that's nice. I think that's good for them. I'm happy to see them having such a nice time together again. I had a nice day by myself, actually. Sometimes it's nice to just return to the cemetery for a normal day after so much chaos. I made sure I put one flower on every grave. Though I haven't talked to any of them. I had considered doing it, but like others telling me it's probably not a good idea. I fall asleep in public spaces. Especially if there is a killer on the loose. Nah, you'd be protected by the cemetery. They wouldn't let that happen. So I decided I wouldn't do that today. But that's not what happened though. I fell asleep. I truthfully didn't mean to fall asleep, I didn't. But when I sat back up against the mausoleum, I don't know. We have, after being outside and on my feet all day, well, I was just so tired. I didn't even realize I fell asleep. Until I woke up to the sound of rain. I was surprised to not have had any strange dream this time, but this was a big problem. Only the roof trim of the box was keeping me safe from the rain. And it was pouring. And worse even still, it was night. The only light I could see was from the street lamps at the outside of the cemetery. Oh dear. How could I have slept so long? Well, I couldn't stay hiding under here all night. Just call someone. Okay, or run across the cemeteries to the street. Luckily, the gate wasn't locked. Again, I was surprised but thankful, as it meant I wouldn't have to find some other way out. Now you're walking in the rain. Once I was out of the sidewalk, I noticed the street lights were the only lights on. Everything else seemed closed. How late was it? I didn't want to pull my phone out in the rain to check, but by any means, I had definitely missed the last bus back home. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I had to find shelter first. I ran through the rain trying to find anything that was open. It wasn't long before I felt my shoes filling with water. I'd get a cold out here too long, and the rain showed no signs of letting up. But I knew there just had to be something, anything open. And eventually I made it to somewhere. It was the movie theater. You could have gone to your diner also, thank goodness. I rushed myself inside and took a seat beside the posters, waiting to dry off and taking my phone off. What are these? Are these actual other games? Because that would be interesting. Just I had suspected it was pretty late, and knowing the usual time of the cinema, I couldn't tell it wasn't going to be open much longer. What do I do? Even though I wasn't sure how he could help me right now, I had to at least try calling up Crovin. Why isn't he picking up? Mary? Oh, you picked up, thank goodness. I was starting to get worried. I'm having a bit of a problem right now. What is it? You see, I kind of fell asleep in the cemetery, and I only woke up a few minutes ago, and it's raining really bad right now, and I missed the bus, so... I don't know, I was maybe hoping you can help me out somehow? No can do, Marimu. Didn't I tell you? Tell me what? Mary, I'm like, not even home right now. I'm not even close. Huh? Where are you then? I'm like, out of the city right now, Mary. I had these plans with these friends. It doesn't matter. I swear I told you. Well, I don't remember. Look, bottom line is, there's no way I can help you from there. What am I supposed to do then? Mary, I don't know. I then heard his frustrated sigh through the phone. I couldn't see it, but I could tell he was pinching the bridge of his nose. I visualized that too. Where are you right now? I'm at the movie theater, but I think it closes soon. Alright, well, do you have anyone else you could call up? Maybe stay with them tonight? I mean, I guess so. Awesome! Great! Sounds good then. Look, Mars, I really gotta go, okay? Call up one of your other friends. I'm sure one of them will come get you. Alright then. Bruh. Heard the click of Crovin hanging up the phone. Call up one of my other friends. Well, there's only 2 of those. Who should I go with? The mystery number. Oh, that's an interesting... Let's call the mystery number. I am not even gonna save it because I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah. But I did receive a text immediately after. Why did you call me? I don't know. I'm stuck. Stuck? Where? I missed my bus home and it's pouring outside. I'm supposed to call my friends, but I'm not sure who to go with. I feel bad waking either of them. I see. Can you choose for me? Unfortunately, I don't know your friends, so I can't. But I think you can make that decision on your own. I guess I'll have to. Good luck. Yeah, okay. Anyway, call Reginald. I'm not even gonna try with Twyla. She's just a loser. Yeah, I heard the phone ring a few times and then he picked up. Mary? It's a bit late, isn't it? Is everything alright? Yeah. Well, actually, I kinda, missed my last bus home, and I was hoping maybe I could stay with you tonight instead. Yes, of course. Where are you right now? I'll be right over. Thank you. You didn't tell her where you were. I saw the faint outline of Reginald's old car pull up to the side of the movie theater, and I went out to meet him. This recording's 3 hours and 70 minutes long. How am I even gonna export this? How is this even possible? Okay. He held open the passenger door for me. What a nice guy. I told him it was silly to do that. I hope I wasn't too late. You caught me in the middle of getting ready for bed, actually. I wanted to get rechanged. Didn't feel right to leave the home in pajamas. No, you're good. We drove off to Reginald's apartment amidst all the rain. Because it was so late, there were hardly any cars on the road, so it made the drive a bit safer. We pulled into a parking space next to his building, and he covered me with his jacket as we ran inside. So sorry, I wasn't thinking. I should have brought an umbrella. I didn't mind. We stepped inside to the buzzing of fluorescent lights. Reginald led me to the stairwell, and we headed upstairs. I had no idea he lived so high up. He told me that the elevator was broken and apologized for the inconvenience. I just felt bad for him. Must be a pain to climb all these stairs, especially after a hard day of work. Once we were in the proper hallway, Reginald began to lead me to his apartment. I tried to be quiet as we moved through the hallway, not wanting to disturb any of his neighbors. Before I knew it, we were entering his front door. Well, here we are. I apologize for the mess. If I had the foresight that you were coming, I would have cleaned ahead of time. I looked around Reginald's apartment. It's spotless. Is this what he considers a mess? Nothing even looks dusty. Thank you for having me over. I feel really bad having asked you to accommodate me at such short notice. I'll try not to lose track of time anymore. Don't be silly. It's a pleasure to have you here no matter what. Oh, but don't worry about sleeping on the couch or anything. You can take my bedroom. It's right next to the kitchen. I'll sleep out here. Huh? Oh, no, Reginald, I couldn't. You already drove out in the middle of the night to pick me up. I can't take your bed, too. Nonsense, I insist. You'll have a much better sleep, I'm sure of it. But don't you have to go to work in the morning? I'd feel awful if you couldn't get a good night's sleep. Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Nothing I haven't- Oh! Oh dear, I just realized. Huh? What? Is everything okay? You don't have any pajamas to wear, do you? Huh? Oh. Don't worry about that. I can sleep just fine in this. How can I not worry? No offense, but although your outfit is quite the ensemble, I don't think it would make for a very nice sleep. Well, I mean, you can make it work. Okay, you don't need to buy something, right, bro? Okay. You don't need to buy something. Why don't I go out and buy you something real quick? No way! It's really nice of you, but I can't accept that offer. It's so late and I doubt anywhere is even open. Oh, when there's a will, there's a way. Besides, I need to pick up some things anyway. So please, make yourself at home. Help yourself to anything in the kitchen and don't be afraid to turn on the TV. I'll be back shortly. See, here's the thing. I could stop the game. I could save it and be like, oh, I'll play it again next week. But here's the thing. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get back to this game, like, physically. So I want to get as much as I can right now. Before I could protest anymore, Reginald was out the door, leaving me alone in his apartment. I guess all I could do now was wait for him to get back. I plopped myself onto his couch and turned on the TV. There were some commercials playing, so I didn't know what show was on yet. What's on in this hour anyway? Before I knew... He's back already? Dropped off what seemed to be some plastic bags he was carrying and shrugged off his coat. He left one bag in his room and then proceeded to put some stuff away in his kitchen. Then he came to sit beside me. So, what are you watching? Oh, I don't know. Nothing in particular. Well, would you like to watch something? Or would you rather just head to bed? Now that I think about it, I can't remember the last time I actually watched something on TV. Reginald passed me the TV remote and told me to put on anything I like. He wasn't picky. Maybe we can watch... Murder mystery. Well, what does he seem like? He seems like he'd be a good... He seems like he'd be like a sci-fi fan. Let's watch... Nah, you know what? It's like, what, 1 AM their time, maybe? Let's watch a sitcom. Is that what a sitcom looks like? I flicked through a few channels until I found this one. It was like a sitcom of sorts. Actually, this feels familiar. Like I remember watching this as a little kid. But I can't say I remember any particular episode. I think I was too young to. Did I watch it? Yeah. I don't know. I don't have the brain power to make any specific choices right now. Oh, wow. I haven't seen this show on in ages. You used to watch this? Well, not particularly, but I do remember it. Yeah, me too. I thought it would be nice to revisit. I completely understand the feeling. It's nice to sit in nostalgia for a little while. Reginald and I sat and watched TV for a while. It was pretty nice. Though eventually I started to feel tired. I think Reginald could tell too. I yawned as I stood up off the couch, thanking him once again for letting me use his room to sleep. It's not a problem at all. I left the pajamas in the bag for you. I think they should fit. Good night, Mary. I had a pretty nice sleep, actually. Okay. Reginald's bed felt comfier than my own. But that only made me feel all the worse for taking it from him. I got dressed into my usual clothes and carefully stepped out the bedroom door. After all, if Reginald was still asleep, I didn't want to wake him. But to my surprise, there was no one there at all. I knocked on his bedroom door just to make sure he wasn't using it. But there was no answer. It was then I noticed a note that had fallen in front of his front door. Mary, so sorry to leave you alone this morning. I had an urgent matter to attend to. I don't think I'll be back anytime soon. But feel free to help yourself to any food in the apartment for breakfast. All I ask is that when you leave, you lock the apartment with the spare key in the end table drawer, and then slide it back under the door. Thank you. I'll talk to you later. I see. I didn't really feel comfortable taking Reginald's food, especially when he's not home, and especially not after all he did for me. I followed his other instructions and left the apartment. Wonder what I will do with today. Crovin's been pretty anxious lately. He would never admit it, but it's easy to tell. He's home almost all the time, but never relaxed. He's always pacing, itching, double-checking. He's almost always looking at his phone. Sometimes I see him go outside to talk on said phone. He yells at whoever it is that's on the other end. Even from the inside, I can hear it. Inside. He's been asking me to stay inside a lot lately, too. He sounds just like my parents did back when all this started. I don't know why he asks me, but I do it anyway. Because whatever it is, it's making him worry himself sick. And I'm not going to add to that stress. I just wish he would tell me what's going on with him. But I'm not going to push either. I'll let him tell me on his own time. So, as expected, I've been home all day. I haven't done much. Though I'd like to change that soon. If I'm staying home anyways, I might as well be productive about it, right? Maybe I'll get a little cleaning done tomorrow. A clean home is a happy home. It might help take some of the stress away. I just finished washing my face and brushing my teeth for the night. I was about to change into pajamas and settle into bed when I received a phone call. So late at night? I reached over to check who it was. Twyla? I figured Twyla would be mad at me still. Why is she calling? That's a huge phone. Maybe she wants to cash in those favors I owe her. But so late at night? I decided to pick up anyways. Mary? Twyla? She sounded like she was out of breath. Mary, thank goodness you answered. Please, I need your help. Huh? What are you talking about? Are you okay? I am, for right now. Please, I need you to come get me. You're the only person I can rely on for this. I don't understand. What's happening? I don't have time to explain. My phone is low on battery. I don't know how much longer it'll last. But I'm in trouble and I need your help. Trouble? Why didn't you call an emergency number? I can't! It'll make things worse. You have to believe me. Please. I know I haven't been the easiest on you, but I'm really relying on you right now. Okay. I think I can still catch a bus. Where are you right now? Do you remember when we met in the bathroom? Of that club? Yeah, I do. I'm near that building. I'm hiding in one of the alleys. Please hurry and find me. And whatever you do, don't go to the police. Promise me you won't. Twyla? Twyla? Her phone must have ran out of battery. I had to go find her. Crovin was asleep in his bed when I answered the phone. Even though he didn't really want me leaving the house, this was clearly an emergency. I had to go. I quietly slipped out of the house, making my way towards the bus stop. I hopped on the first bus that came and silently prayed that it didn't come too late. We were off to the city once again. Twyla sounded really bad. Like it was hard for her to breathe. Is she really okay? She told me not to contact the police or anything like that, but how am I supposed to help her? I don't understand. If she doesn't want the police involved, then I guess it's not something they're supposed to know about. Is it okay for me to get involved with then? Probably not. I hoped I just wasn't making a mistake. There was hardly anyone walking amongst the streets tonight. In fact, I think I may have only seen one other person out here tonight. It was eerily quiet. I had to find Twyla. Per her instruction, I made my way towards that hidden club building. I just hoped she was still there. I checked between each crack and alley I could find until... Oh dear, she's dying. Twyla! What happened? Are you okay? Your head is bleeding. And your shirt. There's blood all over it. I'm fine. She coughed. She sounded hoarse. Don't be so loud, okay? I tried to quiet my voice, but it was difficult with the sight before me. How did this happen? I was attacked. Huh? By who? I don't know. I didn't see them. I was just trying to investigate, and suddenly something struck me in the head. I'm lucky I didn't knock me out cold. I somehow managed to get away, but I'm scared they're still looking for me. I shouldn't have gone alone. Twyla, we should call someone. No, please don't. That's more trouble than it's worth. And I don't think I'm in any shape to be interrogated right now. Please. I just called you to help get me to the hospital. My car isn't far, but my leg, I think it's twisted. I can't make it there on my own. You want me to drive you then? No, I think I can do it. I can't do it alone. Please, help me get to the hospital. Yeah, of course I will. Come on, let's get you out of here. I kneeled over to help Twyla up. She threw her arm around my shoulder for support, right as we were about to turn out of the alleyway. Oh, and she's dead. Twyla fell to the ground beside me. In complete shock, I turned to the source of the noise, only to be met with an even bigger shock. Oh, I knew it. How stupid do you take me for? Crovin. Mary, we're leaving. What? You just... I shot her in the leg, she'll survive. But you won't if you leave with her. Huh? She's trying to trick you. She's really good at it too. But maybe if she were better at it, I wouldn't have been there here to stop her. I don't understand. What's going on? I'll explain it later, but we need to go. Now. This is all too much. You just shot somebody. I didn't even know you had a gun. There's no time for this. You're coming with me with... I don't think so. How stupid do you take me for, huh? You think that's enough to incapacitate me? She's the killer, ain't she? I'm just calling it right now. Or maybe she thinks Crovin's the killer, since they got beef. I couldn't get any words out. I didn't know what was happening. All I knew is that Twyla's arm was locked around my neck, and I felt the cool touch of metal cross against my face. Now, unless you think you're a real lucky shot, I'd put that gun down right now. You gotta be kidding me. Did you go deaf? Put the gun down, or she loses an eye. You shut up! What's it gonna be? Do you like your chances? Oh. Shoot her! Shoot her! Mary, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I really tried. Crovin put the gun on the ground. Twyla pushed the knife closer to my face. I feel its teeth lightly press into my skin. Yeah, Crovin's eyes grew wider as he understood what she was getting at. He held up his hands by his head, defenseless, and took a few steps back. Twyla quickly drew the knife from my face. I'm just glad she didn't manage to scratch me in the process. She then removed her arm from my neck. I didn't realize how tightly she had been choking me until she let go. Okay. Okay. I stood as still as I could as Twyla walked over and picked up Crovin's gun. Thanks for agreeing to come help me, Mary. I really do appreciate it. No. You are a very big help. Oh. No. I don't like either of those. Don't you dare. If you do, I ain't telling you nothing. I wasn't going to. She lifted the gun above my head. I'm sorry, I was out. Okay, she just knocked us out then? I mean, I guess that's considerably better than... Yoo-hoo! Can you hear me? Mary? Oh my gosh. Yoo-hoo! Zapara? Where am I? Where's Crovin? I was going to ask you the same thing. Girl, we gotta go! Crovin went missing. Twyla did too, or at least she is very good at hiding. It's been weeks since that night. I have not seen or heard from either of them. Supposedly Zapara found me because Crovin messaged her and told her to come get me. And she didn't hear from him again after that. I went to the police even though I knew Crovin doesn't like them. They were the only person left I could think of that might help me. But just like my parents, it's turning up with nothing. No clues, no evidence. As if they had suddenly vanished. Zapara has been trying to help me look. I had thought that maybe we were starting to get along before, but it didn't seem that way anymore. She doesn't like talking to me. I can see it. I can feel it. Her messages are short. We never meet for more than an hour at a time. She's always got somewhere to be. She's mad at me. I know she is. Can I blame her? It's like I took her last friend away, and mine too. It's all my fault. If only I should have listened to Crovin. Maybe then none of this would have happened. It's like everything that had been happening came to a sudden halt. Twyla was gone. Crovin was gone. Even the mystery numbers stopped responding to me. Was this really it? Was this really the end? I still live in the cabin. I've got nowhere else to go. I try not to bother Crovin's room too much. It still smells like him when I walk past. And I'm sure when he, comes back, he wouldn't want to see his room a mess. I try not to bother it too much. But sometimes I just can't help myself. I walk in. His hamper still has the shirt sleeve hanging off the side. His pillow is still lopsided on his bed. His curtains are still drawn. I walk over to his bed. I lie down. And I try not to cry. Oh, well, you failed. Bad end. Okay, yeah. See you on Mars. Dang. Oh, I do not know if I have the strength to do the other ending. You've just completed a route of Cemetery May. Thank you for playing. But, do you think you could get to the true ending if you try again? No. So, I don't have a very recent save. So, also because, oh my god, this game is just so long. Like, I have never recorded a video this long. I'm definitely gonna cut it into 2 episodes or like videos, and then I'm gonna maybe come back to this game. I mean, I'd like to. I do really like this game. I was hoping it would be more RPG, kind of like how their other games are. But the visual story, or the visual novel story, is totally cool too. And I do like what they have going for it. Awesome game. I love it. I really do like this. I love Crovin so much, bro. I love that thing so much. And even his friends, like, I warmed up to his friends later on. And Mary. Mary's just Mary, of course. Like, she's good. But I'm gonna leave the game in the description, I guess. This is kind of a sad note to leave off of, but it's 6 a.m. I started recording at 2. So, awesome game. Leaving it in the description. I have my commissions and my TikTok in my descriptions. Go check those out. I'm gonna need at least a little bit of mental compensation for this game. So, it would mean much to me. And I will see you guys all next time. Bye!